Hello, Jason. How are you, buddy?
Real good. What you been up to these days, Brian?
What have I been doing? I've just been goofing off the last couple of weeks. I've done nothing apart from recuperate from Iraq. I did shows in Iraq, one in Kuwait, 4 shows in Iraq itself. And, with the time difference, by the time I got home after 2 weeks there, I was pretty shattered. So, but I'm fighting fit again now. Now getting ready to do shows in a couple of weeks.
Now you keeping busy like that on tours also, all the time?
I like to work two or three shows a week. Yeah, pretty much year round.
How's it flying to Iraq and coming back, to the United States?
It's a different world out there, man. It's so strange. It's very, 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 very. You forget what the color green is because you don't see any grass, you don't see any trees that are worth it. Everything is yellow and sandy, and everything is just ridiculous. It's hot. It's like 125 degrees.
And your voice keeping out in there to sing?
It's hard. It's very hard. You have to drink gallons of water every day. And even then, it's still a struggle,
So coming back, United States, you got the Circus Bar album that just came out.
It's going great. Everyone seems to like it. It's getting great reviews. It's the public seem to be buying it. Everyone seems to be liking it. I'm happy. It's been a long time since I made a record, so I'm kind of overjoyed that it's been accepted so well.
How long did you spend to make this album?
From start to finish, it took about, in time, it took 9 months from the start, from starting to write and then to finish the recording was 9 months. But in actual fact, we weren't working every day. We were just doing it a couple of days a week here and there and doing it. It was a fun thing to do. We didn't make it work,
Did you write the material at the same time you were in the studio?
No, we had the songs written. I went down to Guatemala with Brooks Pascal, and we wrote all the songs down there in about 4 days. And we kind of knew what we were going to do, got in the studio and did it. I mean, a few things changed, but the days of spending months in a studio, keep on rewriting and rewriting, no, we don't do that anymore.
So it's basically more like a home-style studio you're recording at? No,
it's a real studio. But because it belongs to Brooks, my producer, we can utilize it whenever we want, So it was just cool to have a fully functional, real studio with a real big live room and all the equipment that you can get, and have the luxury of being able to use it whenever I wanted to use it,
Let's take, for instance, when you recorded with Bad Company in the mid '80s, let's say, and today recording, different process altogether, would you say?
Yeah, it's a different process because when I recorded with Bad Company, I never got to see the other guys. They were, not that they weren't really on the records very much, to be honest with you. I mean, Simon played drums on quite a few things, but Nick didn't do much apart from rhythm guitars here and there, or maybe some solos. He certainly didn't play the bulk of the guitars when I was with Bad Company. So it was just a whole different process, a whole different ball game, and it was much younger people, much more infused about what they were doing, and it was cool to be a whole bunch of people who were really, really keen. It makes a big difference.
When was the last time you talked to Ted Nugent?
I haven't spoken to Ted in like 5 or 6 years. It might even be longer than that.
How was it recording with Ted?
Recording with Ted was interesting. It was Ted wasn't there for most of the time that I was recording. He would be out hunting, and I would just get my bulk stuff done, and he'd come in and play guitars. And I think the producer took most of the control of the recording, but it was fun. It was a learning process again, and all round it was a great experience.
Now, Brian, when you play live, do you always play with the same microphone?
No, I don't care about which microphone I use.
You don't care which one you use? They just give you one and you're fine with that?
Yeah, as long as it's plugged in, Don't worry about it.
Usually the ones plugged in work the best.
The plugged ones, yeah, they're much louder than the ones that aren't plugged in, yeah.
What do you do on your days off, like right now?
Right now, I'm actually car shopping. I'm actually in a BMW dealership, and I'm looking to buy a car.
Well, we hope you get a good-looking car.
I hope I do, too.
Any touring in the near summer coming up for this Circus Bar album?
I'm doing lots of shows this year, promoting Circus Bar, and obviously just keep going the way I've been doing. I don't like doing 6 shows a week. I like doing 2 or 3. I like to keep fresh, and so I won't be doing like a huge major tour because, quite frankly, I don't want to. I want to just keep things limited a little bit, so that I am literally vocally and spiritually kind of fresh. I don't like these tours where you do 6 shows a week and 3 of them you're exhausted, you know.
And touring today, you know, for the weekend, you just take a plane, let's say, and go to your area and come back.
Yeah, I leave my house on a Friday morning. I do a show Friday night. I do a show Saturday, and I'm back at my house on the beach by Sunday lunchtime. I'm back home.
So the good old days of the tour bus are over.
For me, they are. Yeah, I'm not really into tour buses. Yeah.
Well, seems like you're living the lifestyle now and relaxing and playing some good concerts.
Yeah, I'm very lucky, man. I'm so fortunate. I'm very, 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 very fortunate, and I take every day. I don't take it for granted, you know. I'm very appreciative that I don't really have to do anything that I don't want to do, and the things that I do do is what I do, which is singing and writing songs. So I'm so fortunate. There's so many people that are in jobs they don't really like, and you know, and so I just count my blessings every day.
Now, do you have any unreleased material from all your years of music that was never published yet?
No, not really. I don't. I'm not a prolific writer. I don't write and write and write and write. I just, when it's time to make a record, I'll write enough songs to make a record. And that's it. I don't, you know, I do have 2 songs right now that I've just finished writing and semi-recorded, but that's ready for the next record. So I'm already ahead of the game with the next record.
Do you always stay ahead of the game, let's say, for that type of stuff?
No, I haven't before. I certainly haven't done that ever before, but these ideas just came to me last week, and I quickly got in the studio with Brooks again, and we laid them down, and they're really good too. So I'm kind of excited about, you know, the Circus Bar's doing incredibly well for me, but I've already started on the next one, so it's pretty cool.
Well, I've heard the album, and it's really good stuff you're doing on that, and the next one's going to be kind of the same.
I hope it's going to be the same. I hope it's going to be better. I think it's. I don't think I've made my best record yet. I don't think I've done as well as I could do, and so now my next thing is to achieve what I call perfection. I might not be able to do it, but I'm going to give it a damn good try.
The best Brian Howe way, and it'll be a great way.
Yeah.
Well, you have great time shopping for your BMW, and we'll talk later, man. Thanks for the interview.
All right, buddy. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.